All right, good morning, everybody. My name is Calvin Butler. I'm the director and the CEO of the RBBS Logistics Learning Center, and I am also the COO of RBBS Transport LLC. As the director of the RBBS Logistics Learning Center, we also manage the National Dispatchers Network, and that network is what you will see right here. The National Dispatchers Network can be viewed at mydispatcher.org. Okay, so if you're wanting to know who we are, that's who we are. We are the managers of the National Dispatchers Network, which is the largest network of independent dispatchers and freight brokers and freight forwarders and owner-operators in the industry and in the country right now. We are more than 3,647 members strong as of yesterday. So that is where we stand. We provide all the tools and resources for anyone who wants to book freight from home. Our premier platform has gained great notoriety throughout the year. We've gone from 70 members. Hold on, y'all. There's somebody calling trying to get onto the broadcast. I know it is. This is Calvin with RBBS.
Hey, Calvin. Good morning, man. How are you?
I'm right in the middle of the symposium.
I'm sorry about that. You're doing a special?
No, remember we're doing the logistics symposium this morning.
I didn't get that info.
It's all over Facebook. I sent it out to everybody, and I know I spoke to you about it. So go to Facebook or just click on the free conference call link and join the symposium. All right, gotta go. All right. So as I mentioned before, we gained our notoriety by having one of the fastest growing platforms, logistics training platform in the industry. We grew from about 70 members at the beginning of last year to well over 3,000 members to date. Okay, so that tells you a little bit about who we are. If you go to our YouTube channel, which is the RBBS Logistics Learning Center, we have more than 150 videos on that channel. All right. I'm going to have to mute some of you because you all got a lot of background noise, and I've asked you all, if you have a lot of noise in the background, move to a different room, shut it off, shut the television sets off and all that stuff, because it does interfere with the broadcast, okay? If you have any background noise, if you have stuff open, on radios, TV sets, other conversations you're having, okay, if you got conversations, you can take them to another room, or have them to mute themselves, or whatever case, or whatever you got to do, because it does interfere with the broadcast. These mics pick up everything. So if you're having a conversation you don't want us to hear, we will hear it. It will be recorded. It will be on YouTube and every place else. So just remember that. All right, but that's who we are. So and give you all a little bit about who we are. Now, what we have noticed and what this symposium is all about is because this year, we're coming up in 2020, in March of 2020, we are looking to bring something to the industry that is not being done as of yet. And we're looking to do it in a way that is going to give a whole lot of industry professionals an opportunity to benefit greatly financially from what we're bringing onto the table this coming year. If you're on the RBBSLLC.org page, you'll notice something that says RBBS Logistics Learning Center and Logistics Training, Coaching, Mentoring, Motivation, Skill, Knowledge, and Know-how and Leadership. Now, I want you all to go over to the page where it says Career Fairs. This is actually our corporate website. Now, when you get to the Career Fairs area, you're going to notice that we have what's called the RBBS LLC Freight Brokers Training Certification Jobs and Career Placement Event. Now, that is not just for freight brokers, that is also for dispatchers as well. All right, and if you read a little bit further, you'll see where it says Freight Broker Agent Training Certification and Career Fair, 4 weekly career training certifications and career placement events. Now, this is guaranteed career placement. There's not another platform out there. There's not any type of freight broker school or logistics training school or dispatch school or, boot camp, or whatever you want to call them. None of them, let me repeat this, none of them guarantees career placement. This will. Okay? This is a first in the industry. Well, if you complete this course training, which is 1 week long, right? If you complete it and you graduate, you will be guaranteed a position with a federally bonded freight brokerage firm or a state licensed dispatch firm. Okay? You won't have to, go through some type of resume process or anything like that. Once whoever completes, hello, Mr. Makins, I need your mic is open, and we hear you talking about brushing your teeth and everything. If you are carrying on other stuff, I need you to close your mics. I can mute it for you, but everybody, please remember that these are recorded broadcasts and these are live. So make sure when you come on, have your mics muted if you have other stuff that's going on, because we're able to hear everything. Okay, and good morning, Mr. Mason. Glad you joined us, and I'm glad you're here. But as I mentioned, what we have here is something that's never been attempted before. It's something that's currently not available in any form of fashion in this industry as of yet. Okay, even when you go to trucking school, which is what this was modeled after, even when you go to trucking school, you are not guaranteed a job with a trucking company. Now, once you get to trucking school, you can go through this recruitment stage where you got to turn in all your stuff and try to get on with the trucking company or something of that nature. This is not what that is. If you attend this event, if anyone attends this event and they graduate from this event with a passing score of a minimum of 70% on their final exam, and they must have passed their nightly quizzes, their open book quizzes that they have each night, they must have passed those two during that week at 70%. So if you pass all of your quizzes and your final exam, then you are guaranteed a career offer with either one of the federally bonded freight brokerage firms or the state licensed dispatch firm. Now, before we go into this, I'm going to also tell you all what we're going to do here today. Today, we're going to be explaining to you all what you are to qualify to become an instructor at one of these events. Okay? The events will take place in every contingent state in the United States, all 48 states. Okay? There will be 4 events per year. Each event will be 1 week long for the students. The instructors will need to come down a week before, so that will be 2 weeks for you all if you are one of the instructors. Each instructor will receive a cashier's check in the amount of $25,000 per event that they participate in. Okay? So, here's what we're looking for. We're going to need 5 instructors per state, because each state is going to have 4 events per year. So, each instructor that is an instructor that's on that instructor panel in each state is going to earn $100,000 for what? Basically 4 weeks of work. Okay? 8 weeks of your time, 4 weeks of actual work. That's $100,000. Okay, guaranteed. All right. Now, if you hit our bonus levels in the tuition enrollments, you'll receive a $5,000 bonus. If we hit our max, you'll receive a $10,000 bonus. The minimum class size is 45 students. So we have 45 students, we put the event on, and at the end of the event, each instructor will get a check for $25,000. All your expenses will be paid to the event, your travel, your hotel expenses, your meals, 3 restaurant meals per day. A lot of you almost $60 per day per person per during the event. Uber and Lyft rides will also be available to you during the events, because the event's going to be in these different cities. In case some of you don't want to drive, if you're flying or whatever the case may be. So it's all expenses paid during the event for those 2 weeks, and on top of that, you earn $25,000 per event. Now, what do you need to qualify for this? You are going to have to be, and let's go over the qualifications. Let's go to Facebook and pull up our qualifications here. In order to qualify for this event, we have the qualifications on our another group that we own called Freight Broker Trainers and Instructors. And this is another sponsored group by the RBBS Logistics Learning Center and the National Dispatchers Network. Now, to qualify for this event, here is what you're gonna have to have. All right, $100,000, 8 weeks of work. The RBBS Logistics Learning Center is looking for logistics instructors and trainers. Qualified prospect must be. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and copy and paste this so you all can have it. Qualified prospects. Let me go ahead and paste this for you all. All right, there you go. You all can copy and paste that. That way you got it. Okay. All right. All qualified prospects must be a logistics industry professional. Okay, which means you must be an owner or a partner in a federally bonded freight brokerage firm or a state licensed dispatch firm, one or the other. We are also taking into consideration those individuals who have a strong sales background. Okay? If you have a strong sales background, we are taking into effect those two, but you still, if that's the case, you must be connected to the freight industry. You must be connected to the booking of freight or the freight industry in some fashion. But primarily, you must be an owner of a federally bonded freight brokerage firm or a state licensed dispatch firm. You must also, of course, possess a federal tax ID number. Okay? As I mentioned before, you must be a partner or an owner of a licensed, active LLC, incorporated, partnership, whatever it is. It has to be licensed with your state, and if you are a broker, you must be bonded. You must also commit to offering career opportunities to new industry professionals. In other words, you must be committed and you must guarantee that every person that graduates from the event, you're going to offer them a position with your firm as either a freight broker agent or a dispatch agent. Okay? That is absolutely non-negotiable, because that's what enables us to be able to make the claim to all of the government agencies that we're going to be seeking the funding from to pay for the tuition of recipients from their different programs. We're going to have to show them and guarantee them that these participants are going to be guaranteed a position with a legally bonded or a state licensed firm. Does everybody understand that before we move on?
Yes.
Does everybody understand that part of it?
Yes.
All right. All right, great. So let's move on. Now, everybody has that information. All right. Now, if you're on the corporate if you're on the corporate site, which is the RBBS llc.org. If you're over on the career fairs pages, which is where you should be. You should be over on the career fairs page. Now, you'll notice on here we have a course schedule and the career fair brochure. Okay? Now, before I go on, we are going to be making an offer to each and every one of you to have an opportunity to land a position with our firm that we have an opening for. We are currently looking for and in search of a government funding acquisitions officer. That is a corporate position. What does that position entail? We are looking for someone to contact the 4 government agencies that we need to get the approvals from so that they can put their recipients into our event and they will pay the tuition for it. Same way it is with the trucking companies, and there are some freight broker schools that you can go to. I know with the junior colleges, when you go to their schools, they are already qualified with those agencies. Those agencies are. I'm going to type them in right here. The VA, which is the Veterans Administration, and it's called the VOC Rehab, which stands for vocational. Okay, it is the VOC Rehab. Okay, that's one. That is for veterans. Matter of fact, let's Google it and make sure that you all have it. So let's do it on a Google search. Let's go VOC Rehab. All right. This is the vocational rehabilitation. Okay, that's what it is. All right. Vocational rehabilitation and employment. All right. And this is a program that's put on by the Veterans Administration. Okay. You have other Florida vocational rehabilitation, but we're gonna go. But I'm gonna show you all the one for the veterans. Right. This is it right here. I'm going to give you all the links. That's the link right there. Okay, the VA Vocational Rehabilitation, Chapter 31. Basically what it states is if you have a service-connected disability with at least 10%. How do I know this? Because I went through the VOC Rehab program, and that's how I got my CDL. They paid $6,500 for me to attend the National Training Truck Driving School in Orange Park, Florida, which was basically 4 weeks. Okay, 4 weeks of training there at their facility. The VA paid the $6,500 that tuition. They also gave me a check every week for $450 to cover my food and other expenses that I may have had. They also paid for the hotel expenses that I was staying in while I was there. After I completed the CDL training and I was placed with Covenant Transport, is where I was going to be hired. It's who had hired me to drive trucks for them my first year. During the 7 weeks that I was on the Covenant training truck, and Covenant was paying me $700 per week to be on their training truck to train with their trainer. The VA also paid me $500 per week while I was on that training truck for the entire 7 weeks. That is the vocational rehab program. This is one of the government organizations that we need to get approved with. So the person who will be our government funding acquisitions rep, our acquisitions officer, this will be your job. Each and every last one of you will have an opportunity, okay, to land that position. and I'm going to tell y'all about that a little bit later on. We're not going to go into that right now, but I'm going to tell y'all about that a little bit later on. But safe to say, if you land that position and you are the person that we choose, you will be set for life. So that position is going to pay you. You have the potential to earn $1.9 million per year, every single year. Okay, and I'll explain that to you all later on. There's something to wet your whistle for you all to think about while we're going through this. But this is one of the government agencies that you will have to contact and get us an approval with. This would be what you will be doing as a government acquisitions rep. You'll also be trying to get us approved. You're also going to have to seek approval with Workforce Plus. Workforce Plus is a program for Workforce Plus is a program Workforce Plus is a program that is for low income people who are on low income, people who are on government assistance like food stamps, things like that, housing, anything that's government assistance, food stamp programs, housing, Section 8, all of that type of stuff. Medicaid, if you're on any of that, you can go through Workforce Plus, and Workforce Plus, they also have their own version of a vocational rehab program, in which they will also pay the tuition for you to attend those types of schools, like welding schools, trucking schools, logistics, all those types of things, okay? They will pay the tuition, right? So that's another area that you will have to tackle as that funding acquisitions officer. Now, those are just two. There are two more also, too. The other one is going to be the federal the federal corrections and state corrections back to work program, and getting us approved with the Department of Corrections on the federal level and on state levels for them to provide the funding for newly released nonviolent offenders to attend these events, and they will pay for that as well. There's the one on the Workforce Plus. Now, in different areas, Workforce Plus, it can also be Job Source 1, Career Source 1, or whatever it is in each particular state. But they're generally called Workforce Plus programs, okay? All right, so now that you all have that understanding, let's go back. Let's go back to our, here we go. All right, now that you all have that understanding, back to the events. Now, we are going to be putting up the first set of events is going to take place in Florida. Okay. Actually, that's going to be the last set of events. The last set is going to be in Florida, but this year, starting in March, we're going to start off. The first set of events are going to take place in Florida this year, starting in March. Starting in March, the pilot program is going to be here in Florida. So for the immediate time, what we need 5 instructors, okay? 5 owners of logistics firms, either freight brokerage firms or state licensed dispatch firms, okay? We need 5 instructors for the state of Florida, and these events will begin or scheduled to begin in March. The first city we will be in will be Miami. Okay, we have it scheduled for a Miami date in March of 2020. 3 months later, we will have one in Fort Lauderdale. 3 months after that, it will be Orlando, Florida. And then we will finish up in December of 2020. Around December the 5th is what we're scheduled for Tallahassee, Florida, which is right here in my home city. Okay, so these are the event locations. If you all want, you can click on each one of these, and it gives you the branding material for those cities. Okay, these are the official, videos for each of those cities, and they're pretty nice videos. Some of them are in a music video style, as you can see here. You can click on it, you can pull it up right from the site, load it up and things, so you can actually take a look at it. Okay, I don't know if y'all can hear that. You probably can't, but it's a pretty nice little video with some nice background music, and it kind of shows you the features of what those cities are all about and what they are offering. Okay. All right, but each one of those has their own separate videos about that city. We will also be using this as part of our branding material when we are putting out the advertisement about the events and trying to get people to call us up and get information about the events and how they can take the events and things of that nature. Okay. Now, let's go over them. Does anybody have any questions so far about where the event's going to take place, how they're going to go down? We're gonna get into all the stuff about the scheduling and everything that's going to be happening.
Yeah, I do. I got a quick question.
Yeah.
All right, so Mr. Butler. All right, so if you said that there's going to be 4 events per city a year, is that correct?
No, 4 events per state per year in 4 different cities.
Yeah, my fault. Not city per state. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right, so each state will have an event. Is all right, what I'm getting at. So even if I can't, because to register for the other events, I wouldn't be able to do that just yet for the Florida event just yet. But I want to do this for another state once I get everything established.
Yeah. Because look, we're gonna be in 48 states. So we're going to have enough room for a lot of instructors. You do not have to live or reside in the state that you are an instructor on. Why? Because we're paying for your travel. You can jump on a plane, we'll pay for it. If you want to drive, we'll pay for the rental car or whatever the case may be. So ideally, you probably would not want to be an instructor in the state that you reside in, because remember that first week, this is like a working vacation.
Right.
It is more like exactly. So it's more like a working vacation. If you are from Florida, you may want to, seek to become an instructor in Vegas, in Nevada, because Las Vegas is one of the places that we're going to have the event at. You may want to, enjoy the great golf course and things of South Carolina, all those different, things they have out there. Or you may want to be in, attend a lot of the professional games and stuff in Houston, because we'll be in Houston, in San Antonio, because we'll be in San Antonio, in Dallas, because we'll be in Dallas, in Corpus Christi. You see what I'm saying? So you don't necessarily have to be an instructor in the state that you reside in. Because for the first year, yes, we're looking to fill Florida. Okay, now, after we do Florida, after we do our one that's for Orlando, we will go ahead and fill a minimum of 10 states per year. So we will be adding 10 states per year at a bare minimum. It may be more, but right now our goal is to add these events to 10 states each year. Now, we didn't want to just jump out there and try to do all 48 states at one time. We would have had to have at least 2 to 3 years notice just to get all of the instructors on. All right, but if we can bring this on gradually, 10 states per year, that means we have video recorded, stuff that we can upload on social media and things about, about the events. The event starts to grow, and they start to grow with the anticipation, and they start to build like a small swell that's kind of waves across the country. Okay, that's our goal. Okay, all right. Let's go ahead and continue here. If you all notice, I'm going to read this here. An in-depth freight broker training course offered on site several times a year in 4 of, we say Florida to begin with, several times a year in 4 of each state's most picturesque and inviting cities. Okay, to start off with, it's going to be Tallahassee, Florida, Orlando, Florida, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and Miami, Florida, with guaranteed career placement offers from bonded logistics brokerage firms and state licensed dispatch firms after successful course completion. Now, if you go here, right now we have it on our site where if someone wants to register and if they want to pay for this out of their own pocket, they can. Coming up, we're gonna have I'm having a brain freeze. We're going to have factory companies and financial firms that are going to be willing to finance, okay, these tuitions. So you can go and get what's called student aid money, basically, is what it is. You can get a student loan from these factory companies and from some other financial institutions that would be willing to finance the course tuition, okay, for the students, right? But right now, if someone wanted to, register, they can click on this and it'll take them right over where they can pay for the tuition with the debit or credit card, okay? And there it is right there. That's what they wanted to do, okay? So we have that in place already. Let's go ahead and go through this real quick, okay? Now, tuition, it includes travel, hotel, accommodations, meals, and limited transportation via Uber and Lyft. Now let's get into the executive summary of how this is put together, what the numbers are, so that you all will have an idea of what the numbers are and how everything works. This is what's called a career fair brochure. Now, if you are attempting to secure that position with us as a government funding acquisitions officer, you're going to need to know both these very well. Make sure you all download these and keep these for your you can keep them for your records, okay? So if you are on this website, if you're on our page, you can click on each one of these and download them. You can click on this, it's going to open up in a PDF form, as you can see here. Training, the RBBS Logistics Learning Center, Freight Logistics Training Certification and Guaranteed Career Placement Fairs. Table of contents, we're going to go down here. Executive summary, an in-depth freight logistics training course offered on site 4 times a year in 4 of all 48 states' most picturesque and inviting cities. I'm going to change that from Florida to all states, but right now it's just Florida. Beginning with Florida, which will include Tallahassee, Florida, Orlando, Florida, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and Miami, Florida, with guaranteed career placement offers from bonded logistics brokerage firms and state licensed dispatch firms after successful course completion and the passing of daily course content testing and a final exam with a passing grade not less than 70. 4 weekly career training, 4 weekly career training, certification and guaranteed career placement events per year with a minimum class size of 45 students and a maximum of 100 students. Let's stop right there for a minute. Now, each of the instructors will be paid $25,000 to participate in this event. Okay, we're looking for 5 instructors per event. All right, you got 45. And the way that you are guaranteed at least $25,000, because we are not able to put these events on until we hit that 45 student minimum, right? So once we hit that 45, the student minimum, then we can go ahead and place and confirm our event placement and the schedule with that city. Okay. Now, once that happens, you're guaranteed your $25,000. Okay, no ifs, ands, or buts. Because once we get those students in place, all of that money will be in-house already. 45 students times 7,500, that's about $372,000. So there's enough funding there to pay each of you your $25,000 from your first round of students. Okay, from that event. All right. Now, If we go up to, let's say, 75 students, you get a $5,000 bonus on top of your $25,000. On top of your $25,000 compensation. If we hit our max at 100 students, you will get a $10,000 bonus on top of your $25,000 compensation. So, essentially, you could be earning somewhere between 25 grand and 35 grand per event. It just depends on how popular the events are in each state and how many students we can get to attend the events. So quite naturally, branding and advertising will play a great part of this. So one of the jobs of the instructors is for you all to brand this the same way we brand it. Share it, get it out on social media, do your advertising, because if you're doing the advertising and you're sharing, it's putting it out there in front of people that they can come to a logistics training course, have all their expenses paid in cities that have great attractions, and it's 1 week long, and they can take part in this and enjoy those great cities at the same time and be guaranteed a position with a freight brokerage firm or a dispatch firm. Okay? So, I just want to make that point. Okay, travel, hotel accommodation, meals, and limited local transportation via Uber and Lyft are covered expenses to be included in the course and fee packages and funding. Highlights. After successful completion, graduates will take part in a full day of recruitment-style interviews with multiple established, prominent, and federally bonded logistics firms and state-licensed dispatch firms, competing to impress those graduates who excel and show promise during the week of core studies, all with the intentions of adding new talent to their network of brokers and dispatch agents. Every graduate is guaranteed at least one contract offer from one of the brokerage firms participating in the day of recruiting, thus assuring all graduates will receive an offer to become a part of the exciting trucking, freight logistics, and transportation industries as a licensed freight broker agent or as a freight dispatch agent. Now, that day of recruiting, during the week while they're taking classes, at the end of each course, at the end of each class, when they retire back up to their hotel suite or whatever the case may be, one of the things that they're going to have to do each day is they're going to have to take a quiz. Now, a lot of you know what that quiz is. Why? A lot of you have experience with how that quiz site works. A lot of you, when you all first came onto our platform, we were requiring that you all take a quiz. Okay, that quiz, and it's going to be different quizzes every night, but they're going to be required to go to that site, which they're going to have a link that they're going to be given at the end of each day of their core studies. They're going to receive this link that's going to be emailed to them, but they have to go in and click it, and they're going to have to complete a 25-question quiz, and they're going to have to pass it at a grade of 70 before they can take part in the continued training, okay, in the rest of the course events. They're going to have to pass that quiz at a grade of 7. They'll have 3 opportunities to pass the quiz. It is an open book quiz that they can take at the end of each night, okay? So while they're up in the hotel room, sometimes before they come back to class that next day, they're going to have to take and pass those 3. They have to take and pass that open book quiz, in which they get 3 opportunities to pass it at a grade of 70 or better. Okay? And then at the end of the training, the last day of training, is going to be a final exam, which is going to be monitored, which means all the instructors are going to be required to be there on the last day. During the week, not all of the instructors are going to be required to be there during the week. We're only going to need 2 instructors per day to give the course studies. Okay? So the other 3, okay, during those days, you're in Miami, you're in Dallas, you're in Houston, whatever, you're in Orlando, you can, take your family out to Disney World or go to a basketball game. or go to SeaWorld or something. Enjoy the cities, enjoy the sights and sounds. Okay? So it's not like you're going to be there for 5 days or 6 days where you're just stuck in a hotel conference room giving instructions to students. That's not how this is. Okay? We thought this out. We've made this where it would be both beneficial and enjoyable. Okay? To everyone who's involved. All right? So it's not going to be one of those things where, oh my God, I got to go spend a week doing this BS. That's not what this is. I guarantee you will both enjoy this and you will both appreciate it, and you will be greatly rewarded for your participation. All right, but this is how it goes. Now, during the recruitment stage, at the end of it, it's kind of a reverse type of situation. Normally, on stuff like this, the participants or the students in the career fair, they have to have an interview with the logistics firm, and the logistics firm has to decide if they want to hire that person or not, right? That's how it normally goes, right? Hello? Right?
Yes.
Does everybody understand that? All right.
Yeah.
Okay, but this is just the opposite. Okay? So here's what's going to happen. At the end of the event, on day 6, everyone's going to be, all your graduates, they're going to have their certificates and where they graduated and they passed the courses, the whole 9 yards. And then at the end of it, you all, who are the instructors or the logistics firm, will have your booths downstairs, either in the conference area or in the hotel lobby, where the graduates will be able to come up to each one of your booths and be able to review information about your company. You will have, written stuff, brochures, things of that nature. Some of you may have monitors with video and video advertisement and stuff like that that you're showing. You can have representatives from your firm down there to answer questions for those graduating students. Okay? Now, if a student decides that, okay, I like LC logistics, and I also like breakout dispatching, all right? So the student informs that person who was there at that booth that I would like to interview LC logistics, or I'd like to interview breakout dispatching. Now, notice I said the student says he wants to interview the firm, because it's not the firm that has to make the decision if they're going to hire the student, not because the firm have already committed to offering a position within their firm to every graduate. Everybody see what's going on? So the student then, or the participant then, will go up to the hotel suite of where the firm's owners are, and you have your suite set up in a interview style, where you all will have the area, the student will come in, and then the student will have questions for you. He or she is going to be interviewing you to decide if they want to come and join your firm, not the other way around. So each of you are going to have to be able to present a case for why your firm is the firm that they should join. Does everybody understand that?
Yes.
Okay.
Interview us. I feel like the only one there.
All right. So it's a reverse type of situation. This is something that's not done. And we're completely flipping the script. We are completely flipping the script. And you all know that's what we're all about. Because everything that we do goes against everything that everybody else in the freight brokerage firm, in the freight brokerage industry says can't be done, but we do it anyway, and we're successful at it. Okay? Because we turn things around. We do stuff that's innovative. We create paths. We don't follow paths. Okay? So in doing this, we're going to be able to completely turn the industry around and give the power of who they want to, give the power of which firm they want to go with in the hands of the individuals who are seeking those positions, not the other way around. Okay? So that's how that part of that would go. This is how they will be able to choose which firms that they want to go to. And you may have some students that decide, you know what, I don't want to go within the firms. I want to stay independent. I want to take the knowledge that I have right now and start my own dispatch firm or my own freight brokerage firm, and I want to stay independent. Now, every student who takes these courses will be guaranteed an enrollment with the RBBS Logistics Learning Center. They won't have to pay any type of enrollment fees or anything of that nature. Okay, because they pay $7,500 to attend the courses. And if they decide that they don't want to do what? Join one of your firms, they will be guaranteed to join the platform without paying any type of enrollment fees or any subscription fees. Okay, so that's one of the advantages that they will have, or one of the options that they will have. Now, because we are sponsoring this, and this is our event, I cannot take part in the training of the students. So I can't be one of my firm, which is my dispatch firm, cannot be one of the firms that take part in the training, and my firm cannot bring on any of the graduates. So I won't be competing with you all. Okay, that would be a conflict of interest. Okay, so my firm and what we do would not be in competition with you all as the sponsoring instructors and the sponsoring firms at each of the events. Okay, does everybody understand that?
Yes, sir. Quick question.
Yeah.
Now, say I get the job inside your firm for the government funding, right? Would I still be able to be an instructor?
So now you're trying to be greedy, man.
Oh, would that be a conflict of interest?
That would probably qualify as a conflict of interest. Because look, if you are a officer of the RBBS Logistics Learning Center, which if you're in that position, you'll be offered a contract and a position as an executive officer. Okay, and all the privileges and stock options and things like that, in case we ever go public, and shares and all that type of stuff will be available to you as well. On top of, you're going to be earning about $1.9 million a year. I'm going to explain that to you in just a second. So why do you need to also be one of the logistic firms? You just trying to
you still wouldn't have to pay me the 25. I settle for 10.
I understand what you're saying, but if we ever got audited or brought up or reviewed by the SEC, the Securities Exchange Commission, they're going to say, why does a executive officer of who hold an executive level position, how do you explain them being also an instructor at the events? You're raising a risk. No, that doesn't look good. Okay? Doesn't look good. It looks like we're showing favoritism. It looks like we're trying to form a monopoly. It goes against there's all type of federal regulations that we would be breaking. Okay, so let's keep this clean. Let's keep this legal. All right. Let's give everybody an opportunity. All right. Any other questions before we proceed?
Yeah, James.
Yeah.
Hey, did you just say what you just said now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. Hey, this is James. Hey, with that being said, what you just said, if I was one of the instructors, picked as one of the instructors for my wife, which is my partner, one that picked to be the acquisition officer, would that be a competition?
No. No. No, that's just you're trying to get to the same town riding a different horse. Yeah. Look, Look, you understand what I'm saying? I mean, look. In no way, shape, or form are we going to conduct business in a way that shines us in a negative light or shines us in any type of light that can be construed or misinterpreted or interpreted as what? Us not acting and presenting ourselves, above board. Okay? We want to have complete transparency. We want to operate in a fashion that does not infer, indicate, or otherwise, shed or cast light that we are operating in some type of, illegal or unfavorable or doing favors for or anything of that nature. Okay? When you're dealing with stuff on this level, when you're dealing with this much money, because look, let me explain something to you all. If you become a part of this, you're going to be on the spotlight. I'm not going to lie to you. People are going to take notice of you. People are going to try to bring you down. Okay? Because when you get to the point in any industry where you're passing this much money around, look at what we're doing. We're proposing to bring on 5 instructors in 48 states. Let's do the numbers on that. Here is what we're looking at. If you all want to see what this really looks like, we're looking at 5 instructors times 48 states. That's 240 instructors. Okay, each of them is going to be paid a minimum of $25,000. That's $6 million per year, with another $10,000 potential bonuses. That's another what? $4.8 million? Yeah, plus another $4,800,000. That's $10,800,000 per year that we're going to be passing around. That's a lot of money, people. You can't pass that kind of money around without coming under scrutiny, first of all, from the SEC, Securities Exchange Commission. Secondly, the IRS. Because they're going to look at this, okay, where's our cut? You understand what I'm saying? I mean, even though all of you all will be contractors, they're still going to be looking at us and saying, okay, are we operating in a manner that we should be operating in? Okay, are we paying whatever taxes that we have to pay on this type of money? But then again, we've got our accountants and our financial advisor that shows us how to get tax breaks and tax cuts. But the more money you make, the less taxes you pay. Okay, that's just how the world operates right now. Okay, if you are low income, if you are making between $17,000 and $60,000 per year, you are paying the highest percentage of tax of anybody else on the face of the planet. You're paying about close to 28, on average, 28% of your income is going towards taxes. If you make over $1 million a year, right, you're paying about 6% of your income is going towards taxes. If you make less than $17,000 a year, you're paying, and y'all ain't going to understand this, if you make less than $17,000 a year, you're probably paying about 12% of your income is going to taxes. Yes, the poverty level pays more than a millionaire, percentage-wise. Good old America. You gotta love it, right?
Yeah, but that 6% is way more, though.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. That 6%, but look at how much you're making. That 12% hurts that person. That 12% that you pay in taxes of someone making less than $70,000 a year, I guarantee you it hurts you a lot more than that 6% if you're making over $1 million per year.
That's true.
If you don't believe that, ask any millionaire if they want to switch places.
Okay.
And I guarantee you won't get one person that says, oh yeah, I'll be glad to switch places so I can pay 6%. Nah, they ain't gonna do it. I'm sorry, it's I can pay 12%. They ain't gonna do it. They're not gonna do it. They're gonna no. I keep my $1 million a year plus. You understand? But you know, I'm not barking at it. That's where the country is. That's the country that you and everyone else on this feed lives in. So those are the rules that we will play by. Right? If they benefit us, they benefit us. That's just how it's set up. You know, I'm not barking at it. I'm just laying out the facts here. All right? So we're looking at passing out $10.8 million per year on top of paying an acquisition rep $1.9 million a year. How is that possible? Because if that rep gets us approved, whoever gets us approved for at least 2, and I'm going to go ahead and cover this now. Here is how you all are going to compete for that position. Each and every last one of you, right now, we're giving you authorization to work on behalf of the RBBS Logistics Learning Center and these career placement events to actively go out, contact these government agencies, the ones that I'm going to be giving you all the links to. I've already given you all who they are. Contact these government agencies, and you will actively work to get us the approval. Okay? You have, I'm showing y'all what y'all going to need to present to them to seek to get these approvals, and we're going to be giving that to you all here in just a second. Okay? But the first person, this won't be based on a resume, this won't be based on your experience, this won't be based on anything than your ability to perform. So as of right now, competition begins. The first person that brings us 2 approvals with 2 of the government agencies that we are seeking the funding from will land that position. And we will pay that person $10,000 per event. Now, if there is 4 to 8 events, if there are 4 events in each city, in 4 to 8 cities, what does that equal out to? 10,000 times 4. So each city that we have events in, that's roughly 40 grand. Times 48 states, we get $1,920,000 per year. And you get that every year. Your only job would be to make sure that we stay compliant and stay approved with those government agencies. Now, the reason why we're offering to pay that much to that type of person, because it is so vital. And we're going to show you the importance of that position and why we're willing to pay that much to that person. Okay? The reason why we're willing to pay that much, and when you're throwing around that kind of money, you can't help but, I mean, we might as well just be opening the door and say, IRS, come take a look at us. Okay? SEC, come take a look at us. Okay? Because we throwing around a whole bunch of money. Sonya, your mic is wide open. You got all kind of stuff going on. Thank you. I'm going to close it out for you. All right. But when you start throwing around this type of money, okay, we're going to get audited. We're going to get audited. You as a dispatch firm is going to be audited. You as a freight broker firm, you're going to be audited. I'm just letting you know that up front. Okay? Because when you're playing on this level, okay, you got some serious referees. This is not Little League anymore. This is not college level anymore. You are now entering into the pro level. Okay, this is at the height, at the top of the chain. Let's remember that. So if you decide that you're going to do this, just be ready. Maybe not your first year or your second year, but I wouldn't guarantee you by year 3. We're going to be looked at, and you're going to receive that thing from the IRS saying that we want to take a look at your books and audit you and all that type of stuff, this and that. I guarantee you that. So no one throws around this type of money, especially when you all start making those type of deposits into your accounts, into your business accounts, $20,000 and $35,000, you know, 4 times a year. I mean, come on, right? mean, you can just expect that. Maybe not so much on the level of the instructors, but if you become our funding acquisitions officer, you're definitely going to get looked at. All right. Let's continue. All right. Average salary for jobs matching our search. Okay, it's what we left off. Yeah. Freight broker. Average salary is $185,000 per year. Now, if y'all wondering where we got this from, these all come from career monitoring sites. The 3 top career monitoring sites is where we get this from. Average freight broker salaries for job postings nationwide are 221% higher than the average salaries for all job postings nationwide. National salary trend from Indeed.com. Okay, that report is from Indeed.com. By the way, if you're seeking the position of what we just offered for the acquisitions officer, this whole document is one of the things that you're going to be presenting to those agencies to get to try to seek the approval. So make sure you all download these 2 documents that we are going to be showing y'all, this one and the other one that we're going to be showing you. Okay, so this is what you're going to be using as your basis for contacting them, and they ask you for any type of material on what we're doing and how it's going to be ran and what the numbers are. This is what you're going to be sending them, because this is broken down and all of the links to all of our sources that we got and where we got the numbers from and the material from are all within this document. Okay, here's what matter of fact, let me go back. I'm real quick to show you something here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay, we're still in the same spot. All right. Here's what the top 3 salary sites have to say. Pay scale. And these are in order as to how large you are. Pay scale is the smallest one. Glassdoor is the next most prominent one, and Indeed is the top one. And how they're ranked, why did they receive those type of rankings? Because pay scale pulls from a source of probably maybe a couple 100,000 surveys. Glassdoor will pull from a source of maybe 500,000 to close to 1 million surveys, and Indeed, which is the largest and most prominent career monitoring site on the face of the planet, they'll have a source of 200 million, like 100 million from their surveys. So they have a larger pool, which they can give a more overall and accurate assessment. Okay, but I'm gonna give you all 3. Pay scale, minimum salary of $41,571. On the low end, brokers earn $30,177. On the high end, they earn around $73,500. Brokers in big cities such as Dallas, Kansas City, Houston, and Portland earn higher salaries. Glassdoor reports national average salary is $37,592. Minimum salary is around $31,000, while high-end salaries is around $49,000. Indeed, transportation brokers earn on average $92,000 per year. Another transportation broker entry lists $54,000 as the average salary. Broker agents earn on average $76,000 per year, while freight broker agents earn $256,000 per year. While the averages vary, we do know that brokers make at least as much as most company drivers. Many freight brokers / agents earn 6 figures, most working from their home offices. Now, why is this important? Because these government agencies already fund the trucking industry, the CDL schools. Okay, they are set up to where they have their recipients who qualify for the boat rehab program, who qualify for the Workforce Plus, who qualify for the low-income housing, Job Source 1, Career Source 1, all that type of stuff. They already pay, all those agencies already pay for the trucking industry, for people to attend those trucking schools, for people to attend welding schools, for people to attend the halfback schools, for people to attend nursing schools and CNA schools and all this other stuff. Okay? So we put these numbers in here. These statistics show that freight broker agents and dispatch agents fall well within the amount of money earned to get those participants what? Off of government assistance. That is the whole point. The whole point of them paying for stuff like this is to get their recipients off of what? Their government-funded program. Because by getting the average person off of food stamps, it's saving them several $100,000 per year. Okay? That's the whole point. This is why these programs, this type of event would be so important to them, and why they would be willing to cut a check for $7,500 for each person that qualifies through their programs. All right? All right. Go on. Instructors. All lead instructors are master brokers and owners of or senior executive of established prominent brokerage firms or freight dispatching firms. Phone sales is a major factor in successful freight brokering. In light of this needed skill set, some instructors will be chosen for their background and as successful sales professionals. All right. Now, you'll also notice that you have some link highlights here. In case they want to see this report from Indeed, they can click on this, and it will take them right over to that report, as you can see here. Freight broker salaries in the United States. Gives it all right here. Okay? Now, we were actually one of the firms that were interviewed for these statistics. All right? And to give you here, if you go down here, they have, you can pull up any firm in the country. Holiday Inn, McDonald's, Publix, all these different firms. Right? Now, as you all can see, RBBS Transport, which was our brokerage firm at the time, and now it's a dispatch firm, RBBS Transport LLC. Yes, Indeed did a random survey on us as well. We were one of the companies. We rate 4.2 on the rating. Okay? If you want to pull us up and look at the salaries and everything, there's the, how much money does RBBS Transport LLC pay their employees? And when they did their random studies, which means they interviewed 9 individuals at the executive position, and from those interviews, they determined that those who are with that position were earning around $113,750 per year. Those individuals who were freight brokers are with us, they averaged about that right there. Those individuals who were sales representatives with us, this is what they averaged here. And these were interviews that they conducted. We didn't even know they were conducting them. They do them at random. And this is how they pull, their reports on each and every firm in the United States and worldwide. That's why they are the most prominent logistics or career monitoring site on the planet. Okay, so if they want to know where we get these numbers from, as far as the industry, this is where we get them from. Okay, and this is all ready within the link on this executive summary. All right, as we continue, objectives: to provide every graduate with a working knowledge of day-to-day operations of freight brokering. Equip them with the resources, provide them with the training to master the technology used to enhance their success in the industry, and provide them an opportunity to apply their newly acquired skills as a contracted broker/agent through our guaranteed career placement program. Mission statement: we train individuals to be successful freight logistics professionals, period. Legal entity, okay, we are the legal entity that is putting on these events, which is the RBBS Logistics Learning Center. And if they click on that, it will take them over and it will show them that we are a properly registered and licensed corporation with the state of Florida. We're under the heading RBBS Logistics Learning Centers LLC. There is our document number. There's our data filing. They can go on down here. They see who the administrator is, or owner of the company is, the best agent, who is myself, and they can see, pull up our annual reports, and they can pull up our Florida limited liability articles of incorporation. Okay, and you can pull up all this stuff. It's all available to anyone who wants to review it. Okay.
Mr. Butler, is that under the Career Fair brochure?
I'm sorry?
Is that linked under the Career Fair brochure? Is that what you're reading from?
No, that link is this is within the brochure.
Okay.
All these links they're within the brochure. The other legal entity, it says here, the RBBS Logistics Learning Center is a division of RBBS Transport LLC, a limited liability company. Then click there, and it goes on to show them our status as a limited liability company, as a dispatch firm. This is our dispatch firm, which is RBBS Transport LLC. We are an active company. We first filed on the 21st of April, 2016, which is 3 years and 3 months ago. There's our ID number and the type of entity. We are a Florida limited liability company. Office of the company, there I am, and my other partner, and stuff. There it is, all right there. All right. So if they want to know, if any of these agencies that you all are contacting, if they want to know, okay, well, who's the legal entity behind this, they have it right there. Okay, it's all right there. Everything is transparent and above board. Training, certification, and career fair event proposed locations. Okay, the first location, this is just give them an example of the location. They can also go in here and they can click on each one of these, and guess what it does? It is going to open up the video on those locations and tell them about those locations. As y'all can see, this is one for Tallahassee. Talks about Tallahassee and what Tallahassee has to offer, and our mayor, who was the mayor at the time before he decided to run for governor, Andrew Gillum, he's featured in this, and some other stuff about Tallahassee and what they have to offer. Okay? Same thing, if they want to see the same thing about Miami and all the other places, they're all right in here. Orlando, you can just click on the Orlando symbol there, and it pulls up the Orlando video and all that kind of stuff. Okay? So, as you all can see, you have but you all can take time to review those if you want to, and I would suggest you do it. Very nice videos, very well done, all the way down to Miami. All right, hours of coursework. All right, this event is billed as 75 hours of coursework. Okay, meals, breakfast, and dinner is included for the entire week of the training, certification, and career fair event. Supplies. Students are advised and encouraged to bring their personal laptop computers and or PC tablets, because much of the course material and testing is web-based and electronic database. Additional tablets and laptops will be available for use for those without. Vouchers up to $400 can also be added to the course fee for the purchase of such equipment at participating vendors. Let's go over that real quick. When we say vouchers can be added to the course fee, because remember I told y'all the boat we have paid for my hotel expenses and my meals while I was taking part in that program.
Yes, sir.
If I would have needed any other type of special equipment to attend this, to attend truck driver school, guess what? They would have gave me a voucher for it. So, exactly. Now you all are starting to understand why that position that we're offering is so vital to the success of these events. Okay? You all are starting to understand that. Because the federal government will pay whatever they have to pay. Ms. Thornton, you have your mic open. I'm going to go ahead and cancel you out here real quick. Ms. Sean, just for a second. But now you all are starting to understand why that position is so vital to the success of these events and this venture. Okay, that's why we pay so much. That's why we're paying so much to the person that can get those approved. All right. But if they need a laptop or tablet or whatever they need to, if they don't have it, they can put in a voucher. They can put it into whatever particular program they're going through, both rehab, job source, one career source, one or whatever. They say, oh, I also need to get a computer. So, we have vouchers that can be allowed up to $400. Okay, so that they can go ahead and get that computer, and then that will be their computer. They keep it; it's theirs. Okay. All right. Note: pads and pens to take notes are also advisable items to bring along. Services: limited local transportation via Uber and Lyft. Each student is afforded 2 Uber or Lyft local transports every 24 hours. Must be used daily and cannot be accumulated. In other words, they can't say, well, I didn't use mine yesterday, so I got 4 today. Nope, use it or lose it. Okay? Use it or lose it. All right? $175 for travel to the career fair event location included. Okay? Estimated cost analysis per student to attend the training, certification, and career fair. These are how the numbers. This is the breakdown on the numbers. Okay? Kendra, you have a television set going on in the background. Please turn that off. Or there's something that we're picking up from your background. I don't know what it is. Thank you. All right. Air travel. I'm sorry. Let's go back. Pricing. Okay. These are the estimated costs. And you'll notice within each one of these, there's a link that takes you to how we got to those numbers, or the study, or the article that shows us the statistics on how we came up with those numbers. Because everything that we showing for everything that we're showing, we need to show proof or where we got those numbers from. We can't just say, this is what it costs, this is what we're charging. No, we have to show proof, and it has to be commensurate with our tuition fee, and all that has to make sense. All has to add up. Make sense, everybody? All right. So let's go through this. Total accommodations and travel cost analysis: $1,849.64 per student. Breakdown: hotel accommodation, $867.79 for each student for that week, which breaks down to $123.97 per day. Where do we get that from? They click on it, and it will take you over and tells you where they get it from. Average from the Statistica. Average daily rate of hotels in the United States from 2001 to 2018. This is where we get that report from. This is the breakdown. They can go through here and they can pull up and tell them how that breakdown was derived at. Going down, back down, hold on here. All right. National average per meal is $32.60. Meals per student per each week, total $456,040 for the event, for the time that they're doing that week. That's what it's basically going to cost to feed each student. Okay, to feed each participant. Where do we get that from? If you click on it, it will open it up, and it tells you right here where we get it from. That comes from money, CNN Money. Eating out, what you'll pay in 15 cities, and it gives you the ones of the cities that we chose. Miami was one of them, and Las Vegas. These are some of the, this gives you an average of what it costs for meals, and as you can see, for over the total average, and even gives you some from out of the country. But we're not dealing out of the country; we're dealing with an average in the here. So that's how you get your average meal cost in the breakdown. Okay. So in case you want to see that. And that was meals. Okay, air travel, $344.22. That's the air travel back and forth from there and back, round trip. Okay, you want to see where we get that from?
Not right now.
They click on it. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm not doing something right now.
Okay, domestic round trip. This is where we get those numbers from. So everything that we have in here, when we're supplying numbers or breakdown, we have statistics to back it up. So There's nothing in these reports that you all would have to go and say, well, that you have to wonder about how we derive at those numbers. So the way it's broken down, when you send this out to each of those government agency representatives, they'll be able to go through it and be able to see exactly what the breakdown is, exactly what the expenditures are, and see exactly how we came up with our tuition and things of that nature. Uber and Lyft, local travel via Uber and Lyft, and it's basically $181.23 for the week that they are there. That is derived by this report here, again, from Money Magazine, and that is from a report on here's how much the average ride costs on Uber and Lyft. Okay? And there it is, breakdown by the city, percentages, whole 9 yards. We also, as you go into that, it says here, Uber drivers in the U.S. collected an average of $13.36 per trip, while Lyft drivers took in an average of $12.53 for each ride, according to a new report. Instructional training and certification cost analysis, $9,975 per student. That's what it costs to train the students. All right. Now, how do we derive that figure? We're going to go to the analysis here. Average training instructor salary. Now, for the field that we are in, it comes out to, I think, close to about $25 per hour or something like that. Remember, we are billing for 75 course hours. So if you do 25 times 75 hours, that's how we come up with the salary for the pay for the instructors. Y'all see how we were able to work that?
Yeah.
All right. So as y'all can see, everything is backed up by the appropriate statistics outside of us. It's not stuff that we just make up. All right. A training instructor is responsible for teaching clients about a specific skill in a certain industry. A training instructor earns an average salary of $56,426 per year. Report by 5 instructors. Report by pay scale, human capital. 5 instructors, $25 per hour, 75 course hours. Hardware costs, which is, stuff like laptops and things like that. Software costs, the software stuff like that. Hardware costs $475. Software costs $125. Total estimated cost analysis per student, $11,824.64. But our tuition is only $7,500. Now, some of you are probably saying, so are you losing money? Oh, hell no. We're not losing money. Okay? All right. If any of you know anything about government funding and getting them to approve anything that you have, here's what they want to see. They want to see what something costs, what the statistics and all the professionals and what the numbers say. But then they want to see how you can provide it at what? A much lower cost to them, right? This is how you secure government funding. This is why this is set up this way. This executive summary is specifically set up for you all to go out and seek that approval. That's what this is set up for. This is basically we are giving you your presentation. Does everybody see that?
Yes, sir.
So, as a person who is seeking to land this position,
Yes.
if I were you all, I would study this, get to know it. I would study this, I would get to know it. So when you send the emails out or you present your case to them, then you are doing what? You would know all the ins and outs of this. You'll be able to know how to tell them how you got those numbers in case they miss the fact that these are links, right? You'll be able to explain to them, yeah, with each of the links there on any of the figures, there is statistics that you can go to that backs up and gives you how we came up with those numbers. Does everybody see that?
Yes, sir.
All right. And then, of course, it goes down and tell you our tuition is what, $7,500. Okay. The RBBS Logistics Learning Center, you owe it to yourself to invest in yourself, and that's our address, phone numbers, and all that type of stuff. Blah, 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 blah. Now, this is what you all will be sending to those agencies when you contact them. This is what you all will have to email to them. You can print it up and make it part of your brochure package or whatever your package is. And if you decide to go out and meet with any of them, you can go through it and pull it up for them and show them everything that you need to show them. Okay, so everything about who we are, what we're bringing, what we're offering, what it costs, the analysis, the breakdown, the executive summary, whole 9 yards, is all right here. Okay, and we would have other video once we branch this out to the other states. We're going to be having other branding videos that you all can share and things of that nature too to help promote this. All right, so all right, that is what that is right there. Now let's go over to the course schedule. Okay. Course schedule. This is we're coming to the close of this, but let's go over the course schedule because I said that we will be done by 11:30, so we got about 40 minutes. All right, and I know this has been a long morning and it's Sunday morning, but I promise you all that this will be worth it. And hopefully, so far, we've proven that this is something that will be beneficial to all of you, and offering great opportunities to you. So that's what we're here to do, and that's what we're all about. All right.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you. Course schedule. All right. This is the actual course schedule. This is how everything will break down from day to day. Okay. RBBS Logistics Learning Center Freight Broker Career Placement Program. The course number is RBBT 001. Course title: Freight Broker / Agent Training. Okay. Schedule: Day 1, 9 a.m. Orientation. Course description: Become a part of the exciting trucking, freight, logistics, and transportation industry as a licensed freight broker, or as a freight broker agent, or as a dispatch agent, and that's going to be included. From licensing to operations to sales and marketing, you'll learn the basics of how to run a domestic freight brokerage and logistics, or also going to add, or agency or dispatch firm in the United States. Objectives: upon successful completion of the freight freight agent training program, graduates will learn the process for freight brokering from start to finish, or dispatching from start to finish. Learn the tools needed to be successful as a freight broker or freight agent or dispatcher. Learn the basics of day-to-day operations inside of a brokerage agency or logistics or dispatching firm. Learn techniques such as prospecting, sales, marketing, rating, and negotiations. Learn how to manage the shipment from origin to destination. Gain valuable industry resources. That's on day 1. That's just basically just your orientation. Okay. Day 2. Okay. And that day 1 is not going to go all day. That's probably going to go from 9 a.m. and as long as it takes us just to finish this right here, which probably be about 12 o'clock, from 9 a.m. to 12, and they're done on day 1, because we don't want to have everybody on the first day for 9 hours. Now, day 2 is, get ready, because it's time to go to work. Okay. Now, remember, on day 1, all of the instructors will be there. Everybody who's involved with this will be there on day 1. Okay? So everybody who's involved with this, just prepare yourselves to be there on day 1. All 5 instructors, including some of the administrators and the assistants that we will have. Everybody who's involved with putting this thing on will be there on day 1, because we want to make sure everybody meet all the students, introduce yourselves, kind of get a little meet and greet thing going on. All right. Day 2. Now, after you're done with this, go do what you want to do. You're in Miami, go catch a Miami Heat game. Watch them lose to somebody. Okay. You know, catch a Miami Dolphins game, watch them lose to somebody. So, do what you want to do, or you go catch the University of Miami, Florida game, whatever it is, and watch them lose to somebody. Okay. All right, let me stop, because I have Miami Heat fans and people in Miami mad at me. All right, but on day two, all right, this is when the real fun begins. Day two. Now, we only need 2 individuals, 2 instructors there on day 2. On each of the individual days of training, we're only going to need 2 instructors, maybe 3. Okay, but at least 2 of you all or 3 of you all is going to get some days off. You're going to get days off in between. Okay, so it's not like it's going to be all work. Okay, this is not. We don't want this to be something that you all dread going to. We want this to be the type of thing that you all look forward to every 3 months. And you can't wait. Man, I'm headed to Miami. Man, I'm headed to Orlando. Man, I'm headed to Dallas, Houston, San Antonio, Corpus Christi, Las Vegas, Los Angeles, Washington, D.C. I can't wait. This is what we want this to be, something you all look forward to every 3 months. Because you're going to, participate, you're going to get some great instruction, you're going to, have a lot of fun, and you're going to make 25 to 35 grand. So, can it get any better? All right? So on day 2, classes start at 8 a.m. Lunch break is at 12 p.m. Class resumes at 1 p.m. You got an hour for lunch. All right? So class resumes at 1 p.m. and it continues to 6 p.m. So it's a long day. So, and the reason why it's a long day, because we have a lot to go over. Freight broker basics, overview of the job. Now this is going to be both for freight brokers and dispatch. So when you see freight broker, I'm going to go back in here and update this, and it's going to say freight broker and dispatchers, and it'll be on the site. So when you upload it, when you all go back to upload it, the updated version will be on the site. Okay. What is a freight broker and what is a dispatcher? Okay. Requirements to become a freight broker and requirements to become a dispatcher. What is a freight broker agent and what is a dispatch agent? Requirements of becoming a freight agent. Okay. Why do shippers use freight brokers and agents? And we're also going to have a little why do carriers and brokers use dispatchers? Industry overview. Overview of the transportation industry. Brief history of surface transportation and freight brokering. Okay, industry potential and trends. Broker laws and requirements by the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration. Okay, in case y'all didn't know what that means, that's what that means. Okay, liabilities of broker/broker services and dispatchers. Okay, non-brokerage services. Laws regarding record keeping for brokers and dispatchers. Laws regarding misrepresentation. Broker advertising liability. Rebating and compensation. Duties. Double brokering legalities. Laws regarding accounting expenses. Online content testing, open book. That's at the end of the night. So when they leave this class, right, before they come back to day 3, they have to have gone on and taken the open book testing. Now, what does that look like? Let me see here. I'm going to try to show y'all what that looks like real quick. I think I still have it up. Oh, I'm putting it in the wrong thing. The RBBS. I think I have that still up on what about us. This is one of these pages here. I think I had that we guys can still go and take a sample quiz. Career fairs, register now. I think it's on this page. Yeah. All right. The quizzes that they will take, we'll be using this area right here. Okay. This is the site that they'll go to take their quizzes at, and if I was on my other computer, I can show you all of the back office to this because it's really neat. You all will all be getting access to this little back office area right here, and it's called by Pro. Come on, Billy. Give me a second, Charles. This is Cal with RBBS. I'm right in the middle of a broadcast symposium. What's up?
Hey, Cal.
Yeah.
Hey, you got the meal on your way from my house.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you over there now?
Yeah.
All right. I'll be over there probably within the next hour.
Okay, all right.
Sorry, that was my cousin, my aunt. She had a stroke, and some of my mail is over there. I'm trying to see if I can remember my login. Hold on here. And I got it on my other computer. I hope I got it. I hope I have my login. I hope I remember it. I hope I remember it. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. Let's try that one. Nope, that's not it. I'm gonna have to do it on my other computer. I see that right now. Let me try one more. That's not it. Let me try one more time. I got so many doggone passwords. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I don't think that's it. Nope. All right. Well, anyway, I have to show y'all this another time. But and what I like about this is this. Okay, I might be able to show some of the stuff in the tool. What I like about this this area here, because what it does is it allows you to create your quizzes, and it allows you to be able to look at your stats. Because you all will be able to go into the back office area once I give y'all the passwords and stuff and show y'all how it works. But you'll be able to go into this professional quiz back office area, and you'll be able to pull up the stats on each and every student. Okay. Not only can you, and when I say stats, it will basically give you the test of what they just took. And each question, it will tell you what time they started the test, what time they clicked on this question, how long it took them to answer that question, how many times they changed their answer. Okay? And it gives you all those stats. Now, from that, you all will be able to go back as a group, because it's 5 of you all. Y'all are going to be spending time together, during those 2 weeks. So it's going to be the same 5 instructors for each state. So as a group, you all will be able to go in, and you can do this remotely from your own computers. Y'all can get together and go over your stats, right, from your testing after you've done your courses and stuff. Because this is going to help you all to determine how effective you are as an instructor. Because if you can go in there, you can look at your stats. Okay, on these set of questions, right, 64% of the students took longer than 3 minutes or 2 minutes to answer this question, which means what? There's a problem with how that question or that area of the coursework or your presentation, there's a problem with you getting that over to them or relaying it to them in a manner that they can readily and quickly understand it. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yeah. But what's that? What's
Okay.
the link for the testing?
I'm sorry?
What's the link for the testing that you were showing that we need to know that we're going to give to the
For we have a sample link right there. Okay? You all won't have the actual link. That's a sample link of the testing right there. Because we're going to be, because look, we're going to be creating different tests for each day. Let's show you here. Where's my thing at? Where's my thing at? Did I lose my page? Oh, here it is, right here. All right. Like you see, like on day 2, we may have what is a freight broker? Okay, that's one question. You know, you're gonna be given on day 2, you're gonna be given your instructions on what is a freight broker, requirements to become a freight broker, all that type of stuff. So when they take the test, at the end of the day, this is what their test is going to be based on, these instructions. You understand? All right. So hold on. So if your test is based on these instructions, right? When you go over the test questions, after they take the test, because remember they're taking the test at the end of each night. At the end. I need to move some of this stuff out of the way. Give me a second. Let me move this out of the way. All right, here we go. Because at the end of the day, when they retire back up to their hotel suite or wherever they're going or whatever it's going to be, before they come back to class that next day, they're going to have to take a test. We're going to send them the link. They're only going to get the links to these tests after that day of instructions. You get it?
Yeah.
So the tests are going to be made up each day after what's called. It's not going to always be the same test. You understand? So it's not because we don't want to give anyone a temptation to hack, our system and try to get the test ahead of time. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So the test will be uploaded to the testing site each day after the instructions have been given. Because you all are doing the instructions, then after the instructions are done, then, because now, remember, this is a job. You all still have some work to do. You got to do some work, okay? So we don't want to make it all vacation. Just like we just give you $25K. You're gonna have to do some work. So that means at the end of the day, the 2 instructors who gave this course study, you all are gonna have to get together and come up with your quiz at the end of the day. You get it? So y'all are gonna have to get together, maybe in your hotel suite or in the restaurant area or in the break room or wherever it's a hotel, whatever. Y'all get together, then y'all are gonna go in and you're gonna come up with your questions and answers to the test. You got it?
Yes, sir.
All right. And then you're going to upload it, and then you're going to send the link out. Once you upload it, you're going to send that test link out, that quiz link out to all the students who are in the registry. You got it?
Yeah, so we got to do the course, and then as soon as the course is done, that's when we're going to send that test out.
Exactly. And then they're going to have to take that quiz before they come back to class, and they have to pass that quiz at a grade of 70, and they get 3 opportunities to pass it at a grade of 70 or better. And it will be an open book quiz.
Okay.
So they can go online, look for the answers. They can go back to their study, their course study material or whatever. They can, they'll be able to do that type of stuff. Because remember, all this stuff in here that you all are going to be giving them instructions on, you're going to have written. Because as an instructor, what you're all going to have to do is you have to pull up. You all are going to have to pull up what is a freight broker basis. What are freight broker basis? And you're gonna and that stuff. You're gonna have that stuff, in your computer, on our testing, on our event page, that on the secure. Because we're gonna create a secure back office for the instructors when you all will have all your study material. You get it? Because basically what you all are going to be doing is you're going to, like this right here, you're going to copy it. You're going to copy that. I'll show y'all something. You're going to copy that. You're going to go over here to the little known site called Google. Then you're going to paste that. right? And you're going to hit enter, and then, you know, you're going to go and find this material, and you're going to create, and we're going to create what? A curriculum. You got it? All right. Now y'all starting to get this. Okay? You're gonna create your curriculum. Okay? You're gonna say there, what is a framework? You're gonna copy that, you're gonna copy that, you're gonna copy, and you're gonna go over and you're gonna look this stuff up, and then you're gonna create your curriculum. And as you're creating your curriculum, you're also going to be developing what? Your teaching style. Your presentation style. Because we don't want y'all to just be here just reading stuff. We want you to be what? Entertaining. Right?
Yes.
We want all you all to have your own personality into your own training style or your own teaching style or whatever the case may be. Because remember, this is $100,000+ a year, man. For 8 weeks of your time, 4 weeks of work. That's basically what it is. You know? We're not asking you to go out and, you know, build houses, do construction work. You know, this is, you know, I mean, it's good work, but you're gonna have to do some work, right? Okay, so there is some work involved, but it's not anything you all can handle. Everybody gets it.
There's not a lot of places that'll pay you $25,000 to work over the weekend, though.
Exactly. Where you can go, you know, for 2 weeks, and the first week you kind of just hanging out. You know, we get together, you know, a couple hours a day just to go over, you know, how we're going to do things and kind of do some walkthroughs and this and that. But that first week, if you're down there with your family, it's just basically you all just not having a good time, right? And we get together like in the morning, you know, early in the morning or late in the afternoon, you know, and your family can be out doing what they're doing. You can meet up with them, you know, a couple hours later, you know, have a good time that first week. You know, it's like a working vacation. And then even on the second week that you're actually working, you know, the first day we all get together to meet the students and get everybody from the airports down this and that and do all that. That's going to be kind of a hectic day, right? And then you got your orientation, which is, you know, everybody gets together and you meet and greet, this and that, about 2-3 hours, and then we cut them loose and we cut y'all loose. Then on day 2 is when the work really starts. But even on day 2, all of you are not going to have to be there. It's only going to require, 2 of you, and the other 3 are going to be out, doing what they do. You see what I'm saying? So, and then we come back on day 3, class, 8 a.m., lunch, 12 p.m., class resume, 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Day 3, the curriculum will be marketing and sales, more on marketing, market niches, market trends, competition, networking, promotions, your marketing dollar. Now, and you all can pick which instructor is going to be depending on your strengths, on what you're most comfortable with and what you're most knowledgeable with and what you can easily download into your, you know, your brain or whatever the case may be. So you all get together and you design this to fit with your strengths. And you understand what I'm saying? So once we get the 5 of you together for each state, you all are going to be working closely with each other to develop your presentation and your teaching techniques as a group and individually. Okay? All right. So you're going to be going over this on day 3, networking, promotions, your marketing dollars, customer relations and customer profile, qualifying the prospect, determining needs, features, and benefits, managing objections, personality types, building trust, sales process and growth, overcoming challenges, shipper situations, carrier situations, consignee situations, success and the broker agent, why become a broker or agent, the benefits and opportunities, traits of a successful broker agent, goal setting, developing a plan. At the end of the day, online testing, open book. Okay. Then on day 4, class 8 a.m. to 12 p.m., resume 1 p.m. to 6 p.m., qualities of success getting started. Okay? Starting your business name, setting up your business, filing for your broker operating authority if you're going to become a broker, or your state licensing for your dispatch firm, filing for your surety bond and your LLC for your dispatch, whatever this and that, obtaining your process agents, the next steps, ensure cash flow resources, business bank account, setting up your and it is sounding kind of familiar to you all, because we go over a lot of this stuff. We just don't put it in laid out terms like this. But the stuff that I go over with y'all every Saturday on the spot trainers and this and that, it encompasses all of this. You know, we talk about all of this stuff. And that's how I want you all to be able to get this across to your students in a way that they'll remember it, in a way that it doesn't seem like you're teaching. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Be a little entertaining.
Because we want people, exactly, because we want them to enjoy this. We want them to enjoy this stuff. Business bank accounts, setting up your office, IT spec, office-based transportation software, and other software consideration. Preparing your initial marketing materials, determining your business identity, decide on an entity niche, target markets, formulate your initial website. Examples, initial marketing material, online content testing, open book. Okay. And this is just an example of some of the stuff you all will be teaching them. You quote a customer $3,450 for a load from San Diego, California to Detroit, Michigan, and the customer agrees to that rate. That's the customer. This is the process, the broker process, y'all. Okay, this is your shipper, right? This is you, the broker. The shipper is the customer. You, the broker, and then this is the trucking company it goes out to. All right. So the customer is willing to pay you $3,450. The truck, you're willing to pay the truck $3,000. Your brokerage fee, what you earn, is $450. But you have the arrow go to you and the trucking company. Once you get approval for that quote, you turn around and sell the load to the truck for $3,000. That's how you get that breakdown. Y'all see that? This is just, just an example of how this is stuff you all are going to be, putting together and showing it, to your students and stuff, and teaching them. I mean, just little stuff like this. Okay? And all of these illustrations can be found online. So that's when we found this at, online. Right? So it's not like this is something that you all won't be able to do, or it's going to be terribly difficult to do. It's not. Trust me, it's not. Once you get to doing this, and once you do it the first time, it becomes what? Like clockwork. It becomes like, okay, every 3 months, this is what we're going to be doing. And you're going to be getting better and better at it each time. And by going over your student test analysis, you're going to be able to determine what areas you're weak in, what areas you're strong in, what areas need more work on. Right? Right. Right. All right. Day 5. All right, good. Day 5. Class, 8 a.m. Lunch, 12 p.m. Fashion Zoom, 1 p.m. Ends at 6 p.m. Shipper, carrier, marketing, and dynamics. Setting up your shipper packet, setting up your carrier packet, setting your rates, determining competitive rates, resources for rating, source variable, rate variables, types of rate matrices, view and surcharges, accessorial fees, finding your shippers, load dynamics operations, building the load data, special instructions, rate verification with customers, matching the carrier, load posting, when to post, what to post, checking authority and safety, insurance verification, carrier contract, the process continue, rate confirmation, carrier pickup and delivery, dispatching, tracking, and verification. But that's not like the workflow on it. Carrier relations, your carrier profile, financial management, staffing, cash flow, auditing, and billing, setting up invoices for payment, other brokerage accounting, conclusion, and appendices, insurance claims, claim forms, claim procedures, types of freight claims, claim laws, and online testing, open book. Day 6, final exams. Okay? So, basically, on that Saturday, it's final exams, right? Final exams on day 6, right? And career placement interviews, evaluation. All right. So on day 6, early that morning, we'll probably have everybody down early in the morning. You know, they get up, eat breakfast. You know, we're gonna say 6 a.m. Really we're gonna have everybody up by 5:30. You know, in the lobby. First ones at breakfast because we have worked out with hotels, but they will provide a special breakfast for to cater in, on that last day, and that way everybody gets up early, and we have the whole breakfast area just to ourselves, where they can get in and get themselves a good breakfast, and then from after breakfast take about a 10 to 15 minute break, and then we do what? Off to the conference room for what? Final exams. All right, take place around about 7:30, 8 a.m. So from about 6 a.m. until about 7 o'clock, that's breakfast, and then about 7:30 is final exams, right?
Right.
Final exam, all instructors must be there during final exams, because final exams are going to be monitored while they're taking their final exams. Final exams probably going to be about 100 to 125 questions, no more than 25 questions stuff. 100 to 125 questions, okay? And they won't get they won't get 3 chances to pass to the grade of 7. Final exam is a real deal. Okay, each of the all of you as instructors, you will be monitored during the final exam period. You'll be walking around, all 5 of you. You'll be walking around, just kind of walking down the aisles and stuff, making sure no one is on there, jumping over to Google trying to find the answers or anything like that. All right. You got to make sure that they're going through it and they're taking the test. It will be done online, like all the other testing is, okay? But that way, you all will have to be able to get me the analysis from those final exams on how long it took each person to take the test, and you all will have an average or how long it takes them to take that final exam. You're also going to have on there how long it took them to answer each question, okay? You're also going to be, if they went back and changed their answer, how many times they changed their answer, and that type of thing, So you'll be able to get your analysis from those final exams, and then you'll be able to review them later to help you all to do what? To critique and what? Do some adjustments. Exactly. Make some adjustments to your teaching style, and that way, and on which areas within the platform or in your teaching curriculum, which areas you need to concentrate more on. Because if the average, if everyone is averaging the average of, let's say, 40 seconds to answer each question, and then you have one question on here or a couple questions on here where 60% or 70% of the students took longer than a minute or longer than 2 minutes or 2.5 minutes to answer that same question, that means what? The problem is not necessarily with them, the problem is with what? How you're presenting that particular, area to them, right?
Right.
So you need to go back and reevaluate how you're doing or how you're teaching that particular that subject or how you're presenting that subject. So you need to go back and kind of relook at that and see what you can do to cut down on what that questions to answer time. All right. So this is some technical stuff that's going to be involved, but we want to make sure that we're on point. We want to make sure we have those type of things. Why? Because if we ever get reviewed by any of those government agencies, we can go back and show them, look, from our test analysis, here's how we're doing. We're getting great response on this. They're really retaining it. This is what we have to do on the business side of it and on the technical side of it too. So this is not stuff that we just threw together. Trust me on that. We've been planning this for 2 years. 2 years. And that was a year, and that was, 4 years ago. So I started on this 4 years ago, took 2 years of planning, almost 6 months putting it together, and have been sitting on it ever since. Okay, so this is well thought out, and I think that if we present it in the right way and we do the things that we need to do, hey, we could do something that's not been done yet, and bring something to the industry that everyone is going to look to as an industry standard, and on top of make a ton of money. Now let's get to this. But this is how it works. And then at the end of that, we'll have your career placement interviews, where the students or the graduates would then be interviewing you all as companies to see which firm they want to go with. Now, what does this do for you all? This benefits everyone who's involved at every level. First of all and foremost, it helps to get individuals into a career that gives them the opportunity to earn great money. Okay, all of you all are here because you all know that this industry has a lot of money to pay out. You can earn basically whatever you want to earn, whatever you set your mind to, whatever you set your goals at. If you work to achieve those, you can get to them. Each of you already knows that. Everyone out there, everyone who you would say to what do you think about trucking industry? Oh, you make some money in the trucking industry. Everybody already knows that. And on top of that, to go along with that, you can actually make more money on this side of the trucking industry. In booking freight broker, dispatch, those types of things. So everybody knows that this is where the money is. So we're offering a platform and a course study and training event that would guarantee placement within this industry. That's something that no one else has done. And the reason why they haven't done it is because no one else has taken the time to structure a platform that works towards that. All the other training schools or boot camps or whatever, they're willing to do their part as far as, give some instructions, but they're willing to, but they want to depend or rely on the industry itself to supply the opportunities. And that's where the disconnect is. What we're doing, we're not leaving that up to chance. That's not what we're doing. We're not saying, okay, we'll give the instructions, and then it's up to the individual to go out there and find the opportunity. No. That's not what we're doing. We're creating a system that has it all in one place. We're creating a format, a platform, where we have the instructions. We have the firms who are willing to offer the opportunities. We have the government agencies who will assist these students who want to take these courses, who qualify for their programs, where they will stroke a check for them to come in. So we got all these components that we are putting together in our own, like a little biosphere here. Those of you who know what a biosphere is a community or a commune that is protected from the outside elements. Everything is applied from within. That's what we're doing. We're creating a situation where everyone involved can't lose. Does everybody see that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Does everybody understand it?
Yes, sir.
Does everybody agree with it? Let's get that going. All right. Look. If we work together on this, I have no doubt that we can accomplish it. Okay. I have no doubt that this is going to be something that's going to be a game changer within the industry, especially within the training and logistics side of it. I mean, no one else is doing this. No one else is doing this. I mean, you have, all these freight broker courses, all these schools and stuff, and none of them make any guarantees. They take these people's money and they offer no guarantees whatsoever. Right?
Oh man.
That's and this is why our platform is developed the way it is now. This is why we give so many tools and resources. This is why we give away so much free information on our YouTube channel. This is why we give you access to all this other stuff, because we were really that. Our platform was really preparing you all for this right here, preparing you all to be instructors for this, preparing you all to take part in this and give y'all the opportunity to earn that type of money that we're going to be putting out. Okay, so hey, let's work to make this happen. Okay, for all of you who want to be instructors, please send us your letters of interest to. Please send your letters of interest to training. I'm typing it in right now at RBBSLLC.org.
Okay.
All right.
Because I can't see the copy of the email on the conference call.
Just go to our Facebook page. Go to the Facebook page, Freight Broker Trainers and Instructors. Okay? Go to Facebook. Go to Facebook. Matter of fact, let me pull it up for you.
No,
I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give you the link to the to the actual post. I'm gonna give you the link to the actual post. Yeah, it's on Facebook. It's a group that we sponsor. Come on, computer. It's really starting to put down rain here. Hold on here. There we go. There it is right there. It's Freight Brokers, Instructors, and Trainers. This is the group right here. Okay, I'm going to put the link to the actual posting. But when you first come up onto this group, the very first thing you're going to see is this. Okay? The career, fair locations. Well, here, hold on. I'm going to give you the link. Yes, go to Facebook and go to the search and just type in the search area, Freight Broker Instructors and Trainers.
All right, here we go.
There you go.
First one to pop up.
Yeah. Yep. Freight. Well, I don't know. It should be the very first person that pops up.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Freight Brokers, Instructors, and Trainers. 583 members. You see it? I think we're on a group called that. All right. And then on the very first thing you should see at the top of the page and posting, you see what it says $100,000, 8 weeks of work. You see that?
Yeah.
It's in the announcements. All right. Click on that. Just click on that picture. And then off to the side, you have all your requirements, and then it says all interested parties may submit resumes. Well, not really a resume, just submit your letter of interest. Okay? To training at RBBSLLC.org. This email address right there. Okay?
Okay.
Submit your letter of interest. We'll be contacting you all individually to go over who you are and over how we want you to be set up as a firm and things of that nature. So we'll be contacting you all individually starting next week. And we've got a few over there that we got to call. Hello? Yeah.
I was wondering, should I still set up even though I'm not all the way? Like, should I send you the email and all that to apply?
Yeah, you can you can send us. You can send us your letter of interest because remember, we've got until before we actually pick our first 5. We're gonna pick our first 5 probably like in January. Okay, because we want to start this by March. of 2020. So we got a little ways to go. Okay? And so this is going to be probably about this is going to be an ongoing process. And we're looking to do like a minimum of 10 per year, 10 states per year. So we're looking at bringing on 50 instructors each year. You see what I'm saying? Over the next over the next 4.5 years. So we're bringing on. So it's like we're going to be bringing on 10 instructors each year. Now we may exponentiify that. What I mean by that is if we do our 10 next year, and then the next year we may do 20. You see what I'm saying? And then because now we've got so now we have some momentum behind us, along with the financial resources. Remember, we do a couple of these events. We do a couple, 3 or 4 of these events, and I mean, we've already looking to paid out, close to $500,000 or $1 million that we paid out already, and because remember, when all this is said and done, with everything that we're doing, everybody that we're paying our money out to, we're still looking at, as a company, we're still looking at bringing in about $26 million a year. That's after paying, hundreds of thousands of dollars to, a few hundred, instructors, nationwide, and paying someone $1.9 million a year, as for that position of acquisitions, the acquisitions officer. So this is huge. This is big. This is it. This is the whole reason. This is the end game of why I started all of this, to get to this point and to get this event up and going and offer this opportunity to thousands of people out there who are looking to get off of welfare, who are looking to get out of off of public housing, who are looking to get off of food stamps, who are looking to get off of all this other stuff. Those individuals who are veterans who serve their country and they can't find a decent job. For those individuals who are stuck in a truck that want to get out of a truck, those individuals that want to quit their jobs but the job is not taking them anywhere. We want to offer them opportunities to get into the logistics ministry where they can literally work, from their own home office, or if they want to rent a space, in their own town or whatever it gets to be. By the way, that's one of the requirements for you all as the firms that are going to be hiring these people. You have to offer them the option of working remotely, where they don't have to relocate to your city or your town to work for you. Okay? So, and remember how this is going to play out. People get opportunities, to earn a 6-figure income. You all, as instructors and the companies, you all get an opportunity to add valuable talent to your firm. Because the more dispatch agents you add, the more freight broker agents you add, guess what? The more business they bring in, which is what? More money your company makes, right?
And you know what I was thinking? Remember yesterday you talked to me about exponential growth, right?
Exactly. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, I was thinking like, that 1.9 million. I was thinking like, all right, well, if I'm going to these events and I'm getting people like five more people on the firm, I can make that 1.9 in a couple of months.
There you go. See, now you're starting to think. Now you're starting to think with that third eye, man.
Oh yeah.
A lot of y'all don't know about that third eye, do you? You didn't think I knew about that, did you?
Just took a little
yeah, I know y'all didn't know I knew about that third eye.
Oh yeah.
Those that know what I'm talking about. Those that know what I'm talking about. Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. That's all I gotta say. Those that don't, Those that don't, y'all need to do some research. Gain some knowledge.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. But yeah, now you're starting to see what that third eye. Okay. But yeah, look. There is so much stuff going on behind the scenes that a lot of you are just not even aware of. And there's so much money out there, so much opportunity out there that you're just letting pass you by because people have got you thinking, well, you can't do this, or it has to be done this way, or it has to be done that way, or this is the way it's been done for so long, so this is the way we do it. Okay, yeah, fine. You keep doing it that way. Okay?
Hey,
I'm not sticking.
Yeah. One other question. I know I asked earlier if I was to become the government financial rep, I wouldn't be able to do the instructor. But what I wouldn't be able to be an instructor. But what if I was, let's say I did become the government financial officer, right? What if like the top rep for my company? Should I send them as an instructor, or does it have to be the CEO of the company?
No.
Oh, okay.
Look. I can't be an instructor. Why? Because the events we own. We are the event administrators. Okay. My firm, the RBBS on the Learning Center, is the event administrator. We are the ones who are at the top of the food chain, who are benefiting from this overall. Okay, we are the company that is putting this in place. So anybody who is an executive officer of the company, this is what I'm saying. If you are an executive officer of the company, you cannot double dip. You can't be an executive officer of the company and earning $1.9 million a year and turn around and help to increase your other company that you have by participating in the instructor events and getting the benefits of adding more talent to your company and thus building your firm and making more money and getting paid $25K to, come on, man, that's just, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You are literally asking the IRS and the SEC to come in and just toss you behind in jail. Okay? Yeah. Yeah, look. You're either gonna be, and like the gentleman just said, you can either be you can be the, if you go for the top level position, right? You can do that, and if you get it, great. You're going to be in a position to earn $1.9 million a year. Okay, that's your job. That's your role. Okay, right. Or if you don't get it, right, then you can always put your interest in to be one of the instructors. Right. Either way, you're going to be well off. Now, if you go the route of being an instructor and you're building your firm, like you said, that brings on the exponential growth side of it, right? And you're participating in something that you're going to be participating in with a lot of people that's going to help you to gain knowledge, to gain stature, to gain financial reward, to grow your business, to have just the satisfaction of knowing that your people are all earning great money and you're providing something that's helping the economy and helping everybody out generally, okay? And you're becoming a multi-millionaire at the same time, right? But if you're doing this with us and you're in that executive level position and you got your own firm, continue to run your own firm and just take advantage of the tools and resources stuff that we offer to help build your firm, in the ways that you would traditionally build your firm. I mean, you got an executive job that's paying you $1.9 million a year. What could you do with that $1.9 million a year? In the logistics, you can literally buy yourself a couple of trucks or 5 trucks each year and just lease your trucks out, right? If you pay cash off of your trucks, you own them, right? You can lease them out at what? If you lease your truck out at anywhere from $1,400 to $2,400 a month, right? You still leave room for what? Someone to make money, right? If they got their own authority, yeah. Because look, you won't even need your authority. You just financing your truck. You're leasing your truck out. I mean, look, man, there's so many other stuff that you can do besides thinking of ways that's going to get you in trouble. You understand what I'm saying? Opportunity opens more opportunities. Remember that. Once you take advantage of one opportunity and you're benefiting from that opportunity, it opens doors to other opportunities. As long as you keep your mind and yourself open to those other opportunities, and you associate yourself with people who have the same type of mentality. All right. All right. Let's talk about this position real quick, and then we're gonna wrap this up. Okay. As of right now, you all have everything you all need to represent us as prospective, going out and trying to get the approvals for us to get the approvals from the government agencies so that they will take care and get us approved for that funding. Okay? If you have questions about this, send us an email, contact us through Facebook, and we'll try to get with you all individually. Or if you're, as a matter of fact, if you're interested in that position, send also your letter of interest for that position. Okay? Include in that letter of interest your name, your cell phone number, your email address, your company's name and website if you have one. Just give us some background about who you are and why you think that you can you can accomplish this. Okay. We're not gonna our decision in no way, shape, or form will ever be based on your resumes or anything like that. So don't even send us a resume. Just send us a letter of interest and tell us a little bit about who you are and what you got going on. And then look, make sure you go and you download this stuff. Download these two. Go to our website. Download these two right here. I'm going to update this one to include the verbiage on dispatch firms and stuff, just like we have it over here. But download this, okay? Keep those PDFs. Make this link a link in your computer. So, and then when you're doing this, you can present this to individuals in a very concise manner. I even have an email that's kind of structured that you all can kind of restructure. You can structure your contact email the same way we did. Let me log on here, see if I can pull that email up. I'm trying to pull up the email, and that way I can give y'all a copy of that email. Let's say sent emails. Let's go by sort by us sending. And there it is, CEO register. Now this is the lady over at the VA that I personally know. She helped me get into the voc rehab program. When I was trying to do this myself a few years back, as y'all can see, this is a couple of years back. This is back in 2017. And basically, it started off. Well, you can kind of structure your emails pretty much the same way. And I structured mine by saying, Hello, Ms. Register, because her name was Senior Register. Let me start by saying it was a pleasure reconnecting with you. If I failed to express my gratitude for all your help in launching my career in the trucking and logistics industry, let me do so at this time. Thank you so much for your professional assistance. As we discussed, attached you'll find our executive summary for the RBBS Logistics Learning Center Freight Broker Agent Certification and Career Fair and the RBBS Logistics Learning Center Freight Broker Career Placement Program course outline. It is our hope that this proposal will be reviewed and deemed an asset to the Veterans Administration's commitment in providing access to higher quality as well as higher income opportunities to America's veterans. Again, thanks for all your assistance, and I look forward to your reply. Now, anytime you all are contacting people in these particular areas, try to keep your emails, not too long. Don't make them long, but make them very professional, heartfelt, and try to speak to their needs. Does everybody see that when you're reading this email? Okay, so I don't know if I could copy and paste this for you all. I don't think it'll let me copy this much information, but I'm gonna try it and see. It might do it. Nope, it won't send it. Yeah, it's too much. It won't send it. It's too big. Okay, so I can't copy and paste this to you all. What I would do is, when y'all send your letters of interest, I will forward this to you all as an example contact letter. Okay, and you can change this, to how you want, but this gives you a good starting basis, the point, and it has the links in it already, to take you to, what you need to go to, as you can see here. For the Logistics Learning Center, takes you to our Facebook page. Okay, takes you to our Facebook page, so they kind of get some insight onto who we are and what we're doing. And then secondly, it takes them to again into our Facebook page. So, but you have that one, and it has the links and the things that are attached are what the attachments are. As you all can see here, there you go, the executive summary, and the next one is the curriculum. Okay, those are the attachments. Again, they have those are the attachments. All right, so that's basically what you all would need right there. Okay, that's a letter sent out, and then I have a couple of follow-up letters. I apologize. One of them will be attachments contains an error. Just some follow-up stuff that's seen. Some other stuff that I sent out to some other people. Just correspondence between us, and I did a lot of correspondence. Here's another one. Highlights after the successful completion. Yeah, here's a kind of like a follow-up one with the highlights. They talked about the highlights. This is one I sent to another organization. This is Career Source, and I see y'all the ones that I did back when I was doing, and you all can kind of copy. Here's the one for Career Source Capital. When I was sending this over to Career Source, when I tried to track down who's in charge of that, I sent this over to Ms. Lee Corey. I don't think she was the person who was actually in charge of it, but I was trying to track down who's in charge of it. Ms. Lee Corey, my name is Calvin Butler, Chief Operations Officer. You would put Ms. Whoever here, and my name is Baze Baze. I am the Government Funding Acquisitions Officer. No, I am the, no, let's say that. Don't say that, because you're not the Government Funding Acquisitions Officer. You are the Funding Acquisitions Liaison. Let's use that. And I will type it up for you all, and you all can just kind of just use that and just put your name in it. But we're going to use the term right now, funding acquisitions liaison, because you're not the officer yet. You're trying to get the position. Okay, so you all will be the government funding acquisitions liaison. Okay, for the RBBS Logistics Learning Centers or RBBS Transport LLC. Because these are people who you're going to try and contact, you all can use this email. It has links in it already to the sites. Already has the highlights. After successful completion, graduates will take part in a full day of recruitment style interviews with multiple established, prominent, and federally bonded logistics brokerage firms and state licensed dispatch firms. I'm going to change that a little bit. Competing to impress graduates, all with the intentions of adding new talent to their network of brokers and agents. Every graduate is guaranteed at least one contract offer from one of the brokerage firms participating in the day of recruiting, thus assuring all graduates will receive an offer to become a part of it. We all know the rest of that. We strongly believe in the immense positive impact a program such as this can have on Floridians or Georgians or whatever states you all are trying to contact the people in, and the lives of their families seeking quality career opportunities. This industry has certainly impacted. I'm sorry?
I was going to say, what is the content?
This email is the email that I sent out over 2 years ago when I was trying to track down and gain this stuff myself. Okay? But then I was look, with all the stuff that I have to do, trying to run a company and do that, I was running into, this roadblock, that roadblock, and it became apparent to me I needed someone who had the time to just dedicate themselves to doing this. Okay? Someone who knew more about this than I do, or has the the drive and the time to put forth this effort. Okay, so these are emails that I prepared that I think are written in a manner that kind of will get you all in the door. You understand?
Yeah, I was going to say, can I get one of them emails just to text me?
Yes, like I said, when you all send us your letter of interest for this position, I will send you all these emails so you all can use them. Okay. We strongly believe in the immense positive impact a program such as this can have on Floridians, Texans, or how y'all can change that to whatever state you're sending it in, and the lives of their families seeking quality career opportunities. This industry has certainly impacted my life in the most positive ways imaginable. Attached, you'll find our executive summary for the RBBS Logistics Learning Center Freight Broker Agent Certification and Career Fair, and the RBBS Logistics Learning Center Freight Broker Career Placement Program course outline. It is our hope that this proposal will be reviewed and deemed an asset to Career Source Florida, Georgia, whatever, and Career Source Capital's commitment in providing access to higher quality and higher income opportunities to Florida's career seekers. Again, thanks for all your assistance, and I look forward to your reply. And you can adapt this to whichever agency you're sending it to. Okay, but the verbiage is written in a way that is going to, first of all, it's going to reflect professionalism, and it should grab their attention, and it should speak to what their needs or the heart of what they are trying to accomplish. Okay, but I'll be sure and I'll give you all copies of this stuff too. And you can see I had plenty of types of conversations. Like when I finally got to this guy, I got pulled over to this guy, and he just put up all types of roadblocks. I just think he just didn't like me personally. For whatever reason, I can't speak on, but I have my suspicions, but I'm not gonna put that out there like that. What types of instructions and I went and looked up, the exemptions, and according to the state's website on this, it says that we were exempt from having to have a CIE licenses and being cleared as an accredited college, because it basically, and this is a quote from the Florida highereducation.org. This is from their website. Basically states what types of instructions of institutions are exempt from licensure. The CIE licenses all independent post-secondary institutions operating in Florida, except those that are not under the jurisdiction of the Commission as indicated in Statute 1005.06. Florida statutes. I can pull it up for you. But it goes on to read, examples of institutions that are not under the Commission's jurisdiction include those institutions that are eligible to participate in the Florida Resident Access Grant, are non-profit independent colleges or universities located and chartered in Florida and are accredited by the Commission on Colleges of the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools to grant bachelorette degrees. Other examples of institutions that are not under the Commission's jurisdiction includes those institutions that offer only a vocational or continuing education or professional development program. Isn't that what we are? Right?
Does that mean you have to be accredited to get that funding?
No, this is saying that we don't have to be accredited, because it says right here, examples of institutions that are not under the Commission's jurisdiction. Right? Because it starts out by saying, what types of institutions are exempt, from licensure. That's what this whole statute is telling you, that you don't have to go through a licensure or an accreditation process if you are one of these institutions. And the specific one that we follow on is the one that I highlighted. Other examples of institutions that are not under the Commission's jurisdiction include those institutions that offer only a vocational, continuing education, or professional development program. We don't do courses in history or we don't do courses in biology and and all that other stuff, and religion, and we don't do that. We deal with what? One specific right? We deal with we deal with the logistics industry, period. And it is a vocational type. Why? Because we are offering what? Guaranteed career placement. So we are the perfect example of what? An institution that only does vocational, continuing education, and professional development programs. And then it goes on to say a religious college may operate without licensure if the college annually verifies that the institution offers only educational programs that prepare students for religious vocations and ministry. So, that's the statute. And then you click on it, it takes you over to the statute itself, where you can see exactly what I'm talking. It's right here. And this Yahoo had the nerve to tell me, well, I understand what I'm saying, but I don't think y'all qualify. and that's when I realized there's politics to this. Not only politics, there's people's personal, whatever they have going on. Because when I was just talking with him over the phone or through email, he was like, oh yeah, everything we get y'all through this. Then we scheduled, and he wanted to meet with us, and so we went down to his, because I live here in Tallahassee, and this is where his office is here at the Capitol. So I went down to the state education building and met with him. Then things changed. Yeah, all of a sudden things changed. Yeah, all of a sudden things changed. And I'm like, why did things change? No, you don't have to be a nonprofit. You just have to meet one of those qualifications. Now, nonprofit is one of the you're either the institution that qualify for non-licensure has to be one of these. Okay, not all of these. Has to be one of these. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So it clearly states right here, the CIE licenses all independent post-secondary institutions operating in Florida, except, okay, that except for those that are not under the jurisdiction of the commission as indicated in this statute, right there. Examples of institutions that are not under the commission's jurisdiction include those institutions, and goes on, and here it is, and then it comes down here and says, other examples of institutions that are not under the commission's jurisdiction include those institutions that offer only vocational continuing education or professional development programs. We meet the standard. But after the meeting, all of a sudden, he didn't think that we qualified. I'm like, now what do you base that on? Well, it's just my opinion. I'm like, really? Now, I'm not going to tell y'all, I'm quite sure I don't have to tell you all what was the makeup of this meeting and who was there and what each person is and was and this is that. I don't tell y'all that because y'all already know what's going on. Yeah. All right, so y'all already know what's going on. And people can say what they want to, but when you start venturing out on this level, you're gonna run into people who personally want to block you. Not because of what you have has merit or doesn't have merit. They just personally want to block you because they just may not like you, or they may not because they feel like they have the power to do so. And that's wrong, but that's the world we live in, right? So you got to find other ways of going around it. So therefore, that's why I'm willing to pay someone $1.9 million to deal with these assholes. You understand what I'm saying? Because I know that this is not going to be an easy process. As you all can see, I've already been through it. So I know it's not going to be an easy process. But I also know that there are people out there who get this done all the time. So that means that what? There are some people out there that they do like, that they do approve of. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's why I'm willing to put this in the hands of other individuals who are willing to take this on. And if you can accomplish this, then yeah, look, you're worth that $1.9 million to us. So I'm gonna be honest with you. You're gonna run into some of these assholes. You are gonna run into some of them. But we're gonna try to. Yeah, but we're gonna try to do everything we can to supply you all with as much resources and tools to help you all to make that happen. And all of you all will get the same resources. Okay, so there it is. That's the offer. Let the competition begin, and send us those letters of interest for both those areas that you all want to participate in, and we'll get you all what you all need to try and make that happen. And the first person that brings us 2 approvals will be the person that lands this position of government funding acquisitions officer within our company. Now, it doesn't matter which state, just bring us 2 approvals. Because once you bring us 2 approvals, then we know that you understand the process, right? Because you were successful at gaining 2 approvals. So now we want you to, now we know that you can do it. So now you're the person who we're going to hire. So now you just go out there and get the other approvals. You get it?
Yes, sir.
So once you go out there and get the other approvals, you know, and for each approval you get, you're adding what? Another $40,000 from each state, right? So you get the approvals, you get 4 approvals, you get the approvals from each state. That's $40,000 per state. 48 states, that's $1.9 million.
Now, once you get one approval, it's easy to start getting the other ones, right?
Exactly. Then it becomes like a domino process. Because now you know the steps to take. You know what you got to have, right?
Right.
And you can also do what? Name dropping. You know, when we've already gotten the approvals in Georgia, and we just want to make sure that we add Florida to that process. Give you all the same advantages. I mean, come on, you gotta know how to work it. I mean, you know how this works. Okay? All right? But this first part of it is just seeing, basically what we're seeing is, you know, who is committed to go out there and get it done. And it's a fair process. We're not basing it on people I know. We're not basing it on no reputation. We're not basing it on resumes. Everybody has the same opportunity to make this happen. It's based on who can get it done. Who can get it done first. All right? So there you go. Hope y'all enjoyed this symposium. Hope you thought it was worth it. Hope you thought it was worth, you know, a couple hours, 2 or 3 hours out of your Sunday morning. And I know we made a big deal about this, but it is a big deal. You know, anytime that we're looking at spreading around, you know, millions of dollars each year, that's a big deal. So hopefully you all will take advantage of this, and we can make all this happen, and we can have brighter futures for everyone and create brighter futures for everyone who's involved. I thank y'all. I appreciate y'all so very much. I thank you all for supporting our platforms. I thank you all for supporting our business. I thank you all for supporting each other. You all are doing a great job in the chat groups of helping each other out, sharing loads, sharing information, sharing, you know, your knowledge and everything. That's great. That's what networking is all about. And you all are what truly makes this platform and everything, this network, just what it is. And we want to continue to do that, continue to build upon that, and continue to bring individuals into our network and help them out as well. This is being recorded, so I'm inviting other freight broker trainers. I don't care if you talk bad about us. I don't care if you put out videos about us or whatever. This is it. I'm making an offer to you all to join us. You join us in these career placement events, and I'll pay you $100,000. You know, again, just like I pay everybody else. You know, I don't have no ill will or feelings for it. If you're animated and you're a great instructor, you know, I want to talk to you. Okay, you know, and I personally will send that. Look, I send that information out to you. Scott Woods, you know, Anthony, what's the other guy named Mr. Oakley? All y'all, you know, I don't care if you talk bad about me. You know, if you're willing to bury the hatchet, I don't have a hatchet to bury. I never did. So, but you know, that's just who I am. That's just how I operate. You know, if you all want to continue to, you know, try and bash us and operate that way, you know, knock yourself out. I appreciate you, you know, spreading our name around. I really do. I mean, I really do appreciate you spreading our name around. So, if that's how you want to continue to operate, you know, I can't There's nothing I can do about that. All I can do is thank you for publicizing our name and drawing people to what we have. Because once they get over and they see what we got going on, 9 out of 10 of them decide that they want to stay with us. So we appreciate that. Thank you so very much. But if you do want to jump on board, hey, there's plenty of room for you. Thank you all again. I appreciate each and every last one of you all. Y'all have a great Sunday and enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Get those letters to me so we can start responding to you and get y'all on track. Thank y'all again.